As a graphic designer, knowing how to add a fill and stroke effect to your designs is very, very important because this will help you to manipulate your designs however you want. So in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to add your fill and stroke effect using the simplest method ever. So stick around this video and see how I'm going to add a fill and stroke effect to my vector designs. Okay, first of all, you have to make sure that your stroke panel is activated on your window. Okay, this is my stroke panel now. So we are going to work with this throughout this tutorial. Okay, now follow me. This one, this vector is a fill and a stroke. It has a fill and a stroke. The fill is the red color and the stroke is a green color. The stroke is simply the outline of the vector design. Okay, the second one here has only the fill, and the third one here has only the stroke effect added to it. Okay, how do we achieve this? First of all, go to your toolbar. Go to your toolbar. If you hover around this box, this red box, it will show you that this stands for the fill effect. And if you hover around this green box, it will show you that this stands for the stroke effect. Okay, for the stroke effect, if you activate this, this will come on top of the layer of the red one. If you click on this red box, if you want to activate it, you notice that it will come on top of the green box. So for this red, if you go to your swatches and you click on, let's say, this blue color, as far as you have activated that blue, that fill effect, and you add any color here, any color you add to it, it will change to that color. Okay, let's activate the stroke effects now. Go to your swatches and then add any color to it. You notice that the color will change automatically. Okay, for the fill effects, let's go to the second vector design. Let's go to the second vector design. Come to your tool bar. You notice that for the stroke effect, that there is no color in it, and that is why this place is crossed red. That simply tells you that there is no color for that stroke. Okay, let's come to the third one, only stroke. If you come here, we don't need any color here for this stroke, for the fill effects. We don't need any color here. So you notice that there is no color in this fill. This red line that is crossing here is simply telling you that there is no color in that fill. But if you want to add a color to that fill, you can simply pick a color here. Pick any color here and the color will be added to the fill. Okay, the next thing we are going to do in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to align your strokes. How to align your strokes. Okay, for us to achieve this, let's activate our stroke panel. Okay, come to your stroke panel. Come to where you have align stroke to center. So this first one is simply aligning the stroke to center. Don't worry, you will understand what I'm trying to say. If I click this, you notice the changes on that stroke. If I click the next one, align stroke to outside, you notice the changes on the stroke. Now let's get back to how it was before. Okay, this is aligned stroke inside. This is aligned stroke inside. So if we align the stroke inside, you notice that the stroke is going to align inside. Let's go to the next one, align stroke outside. So initially the align stroke is center. So let's try and align it outside. Okay, you notice that the stroke, the outline has extended beyond where it was. That simply tells you that it is aligning, that the stroke is aligning outside. Okay, the next thing we are going to do in this video, I'm going to show you how to achieve different edges of your designs, different edges for your vector designs. Okay, this first one is called Miller joint corner. Miller joint corner. So you simply come to your stroke panel, simply come to your stroke panel, and then this click on this meter join corner. So if I click on this round join corner, so you notice the difference, this edge at this edge. So let's return it to how it was before, to meter joint corner. So this is the rounded joint corner, and this is the bevel joint corner. So you can notice how this corner looks like. I hope you've noticed this, right? Okay, let's move to the next step in this tutorial. Most of you have seen dotted lines in your designs or in someone's designs before, and you asked how this is being achieved. And let me show you with a simple step how to achieve these dotted lines. Okay, after drawing your rectangle or your square or whatever shape you have in mind to draw, what you do is that come to your stroke panel and check this dashed line. Simply check this dashed line and you will get something like this. If I uncheck this, it will return to normal. If I check this, it will return to dotted, to dashed lines. Okay, you can simply increase the dashed lines, okay, let's say 20. You realize that the spacing for the dashed lines will increase. Okay, let's reduce this to 7. Let's say 7. You notice that the spacing for the dashed lines will actually reduce. Okay, finally, for this particular tutorial, I'm going to show you how to get this arrow line. How to get this arrow line. First of all, for you to get that arrow line, what you do is for you to draw. Okay, let me draw this to a vertical perspective. Okay, this is just an ordinary line. This is just an ordinary line. So for me to achieve this arrow, what I do is that I go to arrowheads and I can choose any arrow of my choice. I can choose any arrow of my choice. So you can drag this to face vertically or horizontally. So the next thing you are going to do, you can swap this to face the left or to face the right. So how do you achieve that? You come to swap start and end arrowheads. Come to your stroke panel and click on this and it will swap left or right. To swap left or right. I hope this tutorial is helpful. If it is helpful to you, kindly subscribe to my channel and like this video. I have made a dedicated video on how to draw different shapes in Adobe Illustrator. If you want to know how to draw different shapes in Adobe Illustrator, check out the video on your screen. Thank you. See you next time.